Today we're talking about flathead syndrome. You look at the back of your baby's head and you're noticing a flat spot is starting to develop either on the back or the side of your baby's head. And so you do what every other parent does. You start Googling it and you see terms like flathead syndrome, plagiocephaly, positional plagiocephaly, and you see things like your baby might need a helmet, your baby needs more tummy time. And while all of these things are true, today, I want to focus on what might actually be causing your baby to develop a flat spot on the back of their head. So, I want to introduce you to a term called torticollis. You might be asking, what is torticollis? Torticollis just means that your baby has their head tilted to one side. And here's the thing, most of the time, when you see a flathead syndrome, there's almost always some sort of torticollis involved in it. The two are rarely seen independent of each other. So, my plan for you today is simply this. We're going to talk about what torticollis is, how to tell if your baby has it, and I'm going to share with you a couple of positioning techniques and then some stretching techniques that you can use to help to correct this and help to alleviate your baby's flathead syndrome along the way. If we've never met before, my name is Cherrick Gordon. I've been a pediatric physical therapist for over 25 years, and I'm a specialist in early intervention. I show parents who are concerned about their baby having a delay how to use simple touch and movement to help your baby catch up to where they should be and then start to move ahead. If that sounds good to you, grab your baby, get down on the ground, and let's do this. So, what is torticollis? Torticollis is simply a condition where either in the womb or while your baby was being born, their neck got cramped in one position, and so they developed a bit of tightness in one side of their neck. Now, here's the thing about torticollis. If you Google torticollis, the name torticollis means tight neck. You might also see the term wry neck. And so your baby has the head tilted to one side like this, either to the left side or to the other side. Now, what that simply means is that your baby, one side of your neck muscles is tighter than the other side. And so I'm going to ask you a couple of quick questions. One, when you look at your baby, does it seem like your baby always has their head rotated towards one side, where they're looking off in one direction and not directly straight ahead? Or your baby always seems to tilt their head in one direction? If you put your baby to lay on your back, does your baby always rotate their head in a certain direction? Now, you might notice these things, and if you're nodding your head, note that you've noticed these things. It's not a big deal. It can be corrected with some simple positioning and some simple stretches. So you might also be asking the question, does a tight neck muscle cause a flat spot, or can a tight neck muscle cause a flat spot? And the answer to that is absolutely yes. If you think about it, if your baby has a tight neck muscle and your baby tilts their head to one side, it means that when your baby is laying on their back, their head is tilted to one side, rotated to the opposite side. It means the baby is laying on the same spot over and over again, and that's how a flat spot begins to develop in the first place. Now, you might also be wondering, will torticollis fix itself? In a few rare instances, the answer may very well be yes, torticollis may fix itself. But most of the time, I would say no. Some sort of intervention is necessary in order to get your baby's torticollis to be corrected. Now, that intervention is something you can do at home, which is what we're going to get into next. So we're going to talk about what you can do to fix your baby's torticollis at home. I'm going to show you a couple of positioning techniques I want you to start trying with your baby. If you have your baby laying on their back and your baby typically keeps their head rotated towards your left side, say this baby keeps it rotated towards your left side, what I want you to do is put interesting toys on the opposite side. So put interesting toys that your baby can have the toy so the baby can sit and lay there. And in order for baby to see the toy, baby needs to turn your hand towards non-favorite side. So that's one position. The next thing you could do is if your baby sleeps in a crib, when you put your baby to sleep in a crib, most of the time you have all the interesting stuff on one side of the crib. If your baby's crib is up against the wall, on the opposite side, you always have everything on one side. Now let's say we have the interesting things in your baby's crib on this side. But this is the side your baby normally likes to turn their head to. What I want you to do as a simple fix, for the next time you put your baby in the bed, flip your baby around this way to where now the baby's feet are on the foot of the bed, and baby would have to turn their head towards their non-favorite side to look at the toy hanging off the side of the crib. Another technique that you can do is get down on the ground with your baby and just make sure you rotate your baby's head. Rotate your baby's head. Gently put your hand on baby's chest and gently rotate baby's head towards the non-favorite side. The second technique that you can use to help to gently correct your baby's torticollis to rotate the side that you're feeding from. If you're breastfeeding, you will typically find that babies who have a torticollis feed better from one breast. And the reason for that is simple. If their baby prefers to turn his head towards his right shoulder, he will be able to feed better from your left breast. Now, by switching to the opposite side, now baby has to rotate his head towards his non-favorite side in order to feed. Another technique that you can use to help to gently stretch your baby's muscle is to switch the side that you are carrying your baby on. Now, let's say you are right-handed, like I am, and you typically hold your baby like this, carry your baby on your right shoulder. And you might notice that baby is able to turn their head and snuggle against your neck quite easily. But then when you switch baby to the other side, you'd notice that either baby's head is turned facing the wrong way, baby is not snug anymore, or baby just seems to have a lot of difficulty getting into a comfortable, snuggly position the way they like to do it. Sometimes baby might just give up and turn their head towards the opposite side and go ahead and look in the wrong direction and look in the direction that they normally look in. Now, what I want you to do if baby does that, gently rotate baby and use your face to snuggle and encourage baby to come and turn their head towards their non-favorite side. Get that good snuggle. So those are a couple of passive positions that you could do to help to correct torticollis. Now I'm going to share with you a couple of techniques that you could use that are more active. These are active stretches. The first active technique I'm going to show you is what's called a side stretch. And so you have baby laying on their back. If baby has their head tilted in this direction where baby's right shoulder is touching her right ear, and what I want you to do is take your hand, put it on baby's shoulder, take your other hand, make it as big as you possibly can, hold baby's head so that you can use your thumb to rub baby's head and calm baby down, and very gently move that head over to where now you're stretching that tight sternocleidomastoid muscle at the side of baby's neck. You're stretching baby's neck muscle. So that's the first stretch. It's called a side bending neck stretch. The second stretch I'm going to show you is what's called the football carry. I like to call it the football hug. What is the football hug? It's just a simple way you're going to hold your baby and carry your baby that can gently stretch your baby's neck muscles while you're moving around with your baby. Here's how you do it. Let's say, for the sake of argument, that this baby has left side torticollis. Baby's neck is bent this way. Baby has that neck tightness. What I want you to do is hold your baby facing away from you. Bring baby close up against your chest. Turn your baby so that the tight side is down. So baby's neck will be tilted this way. The tight side is down. Take your arm, pass it in between baby's legs, and hold that shoulder. Hold the tight shoulder. Then you're going to take your other arm, put it under baby's neck so the baby's head is resting comfortably in your elbow. And then you're going to bring baby flat across your chest like this. And simply let gravity do its work and let baby gently slide down. I don't know if you can see it, but as baby is sliding down, now baby's neck muscles are being stretched in this position. I like the football hug a lot because when you put baby in this position, you can rock a baby side to side. You can talk to baby. You can sing to baby. You can walk around with baby and comfort baby as you're doing the football hug stretch. And it works really well. You can do it, baby can get tired, baby can fall asleep, and you can still be doing a nice extended stretch. The thing about the football hug is you want to start it as early as you possibly can. As your baby gets older and older, they will resist all of these passive techniques more and more because baby wants to start moving around. Okay? If you have any questions about this, drop a comment down below and I can make you another video going a little bit more in depth with some more in depth techniques if you want to. If you got value from this video, please like it. Once you like it, you'll have the opportunity to hype me up so it can be shared with other parents. And I will see you in the next video.